coconut gash, all those surgery were not looking good on her for crying out loud. All those BBLs or something, it was horrific that time. I know I saw some videos.
Yeah, people were trolling
This
her. It
this
was quite
this are
sad.
looking
It
these are
was
looking
quite
like some
sad.
coconut gash or something.
Apart from we hear of this,
If I have the opportunity to marry a second or third or fourth or fifth wife,
Women.
Hard.
And it's quite funny to hear this from her, especially given the fact that she has been married for about 3 years and is divorced.
Yeah. How old do you think she is, Kane?
Oh, she's 40 now.
She's 40. Oh, wow.
Because there's a popular saying that says misery loves company. So the way women take it so seriously, the way most men approach women in their difficult moments,
And act like someone that, has sense. How can she keep up with all these Gen Z baddies? Within 10 years, you get her age mates wey be say go don become grandma sef. Na so life be.
okay, let me break it down. Forget the cameras. This point in my life, if I have the opportunity to marry a second or third or fourth or fifth wife,
It's hard.
okay, I will think it. Let me tell you what the biggest thing for me is.
Yeah.
I'm the boss everywhere, and that can be tiring. I don't know if that's.
You almost feel like you need somewhere to put your head down where you can just.
Can I play?
I know. But
Someone that can just decide what's for dinner. Must it be me?
it has to be you. Even if you become fit wife, it's still you.
Welcome back to another video. As you've seen the video we just displayed on your screen, it's a footage of a popular celebrity in Nigeria, Toke Makinwa. And she's in a, I don't know, how old do you think she is, Kane?
Oh, she's 40 now.
She's 40. Oh, wow. And she's claiming she doesn't mind being the fourth, fifth, or sixth wife to somebody. And this is someone that has always glorified, stepping out on their marriages and maybe getting a divorce and being a boss chick and all of that. And as shown in the footage, she was saying she just wants to be somewhere where she's not the boss and she wants to submit to a man. And, when we say females might have these innate desires, people feel you are being toxic, and it's just kind of sad to see she's far gone in age and she still wants these things. I would think she wouldn't want it, because being a boss chick, what does she need a man for? Come on. But I don't know, it's just crazy. I don't know, what do you think? What do you think about this?
Because the history that we've had on Twitter NG, to be precise.
Yeah.
So especially with marriage, not just Twitter NG, it's not just Nigerian Twitter, but I think globally the trend with the wave of
Feminism.
a version of feminism. I don't want to call it feminism total.
I'll just call it feminism. These people don't introduce themselves as a special type of feminist. Once they want to say, I'm a feminist, they will say they are a feminist bluntly and do what they want to do. They don't tell us I'm this type of feminism. That is true. But the person that is suffering, or the person that is carrying out these actions, or the person that is on the receiving end won't care about the form of feminism you are trying to portray, all of that. So feminism is feminism. You can have different types, but I believe so far you are representing the movement. All of you are representing the same movement. So let's just keep it simple.
The same movement, different ideologies.
Yeah.
Well, if it's different ideologies, why are we still calling it the same movement anyway? That's another question for another day. But okay, the wave and the trend has it has glorified divorce, it has glorified broken relationships, it has glorified being single and being independent, which, to be honest, is not a bad thing. If it's because some people are maybe unique in their own way and might not value such values that is maybe general or popular, and it's okay. But what is wrong is you lying to yourself. What is wrong is you trying to deceive yourself into saying that you don't like something that you actually like, because that is what truly you desire. That is what your nature is calling for. That is what you genuinely want But you want to utilize yourself, you want to push this false image or this false narrative, maybe because you went through a tough time in your marriage. I went through a divorce. So the maybe so like that there is now this form of default pain or anger that wants you to maybe find people in a similar situation and maybe have people experience what you experience so that you vindicate, so that you have some kind of vindication. Because there's a popular saying that says misery loves company. So
Sure,
uh,
sure.
I think that's what you see from the action of most of these ladies. Maybe where if your marriage doesn't go well, or maybe you reach a certain age and you haven't married, so you now start insulting this institution called marriage. You start watering it
Yeah.
down. You start
And most
claiming that
likely
it's not
she's
a
older
big
and
deal.
wiser
It's
now.
not a big. You start claiming it's not a big deal. It's not important, and pets. A lot of them are lying to themselves because we see how marriages or weddings have been like. When you go to a wedding in Nigeria on a Saturday, you see the way women take it so seriously, the way they over prepare, overspend. You know, it's deep down they value this event, deep down they value
Exactly.
this
Like a man doesn't even
this
care about all
marriage.
the
But
fanfare. A man
um
can
but,
just sign a piece of paper and get it
but,
over with.
but, but they will come on social media and start contradicting themselves and start because
And
they want to paint a very false narrative.
sure. So your network is, fluctuating
Online
anyways.
to us deforming. Yeah, I'm deforming. So when I, so when I saw the video, I was like, wow. Okay, at least okay, maybe she has reached the age of honesty, will I call it. Because like there is certain age for delusion that these women
Sure,
have.
sure.
When they're around that age, they keep on deluding themselves and they keep on lying.
That
Until when
they
they
try to
knack that age.
and their younger years they feel like they feel maybe if they have
Yeah,
a
I
man that
feel
is
like you have
humble, a man that is humble and kind of just trying to maneuver the whole thing, because the concept of men's loyalty is quite different from females. Females are loyal to themselves and what they have to benefit, but a man understands responsibility and sticking together as a family. I won't leave you in in your difficult moments. But a woman,
I mean, most men approach women in their difficult moments already. So
that's true anyways.
like
Like
they meet them in their difficult moments. So
I'm a big example of
they're not
that,
even leaving
and
them.
I'm a big supporter of that, because if you but although I feel men should also start being careful anyways. Stop approaching women in their difficult moments when they are in debt or they don't have anything going for themselves or they are
Yeah.
mentally
When
depressed.
they're desperate, they are willing to do anything. And when
Sure,
they're desperate, they are willing to do anything.
that's true.
So,
It's crazy, bro.
well, so as I was saying, like when they are younger, like this certain delusion is they feel like they have all the time,
In the
basically, as
world.
if they will never age, as if they will never age or something. So they feel like they have all the time they can maybe play around or like to themselves. I feel like I have enough time. I'll get it right maybe in the next future. And then like play, everything, time flies by. They are still the same. And then now they are older, they are less desirable.
Yeah, and they've lost a
Then now
good
the
man.
reality starts setting. Yeah.
And they've lost a good
Well,
man.
and it's quite funny to hear this from her, especially given the fact that she has been married for about 3 years and is divorced.
Yeah. She divorced the
So
husband.
you
I'm sure she would have even tried mending things. For her to come out openly and be this desperate to be a fifth wife to someone else, I'm
to say
sure
that she does not even mind.
she would have tried to reach out to her ex before
And
resolving to be a fifth wife. Oh, come on.
and then she made some key statements about how she's tired of being the boss lady all the time. And
Yeah,
it kind of makes a case for this issue of companionship that we're always talking about. It's not just for females, but even for males, it's kind of it's not everybody that finds it convenient or most of us want partners. It's
absolutely.
a emotion that's ingrained in us that we want that companionship. We want that somebody to be with, somebody to share moments, special moments with. So for her to be like that's one of the things like that statement was kind of it's hit a spot, to be honest, saying you don't want to be
Yeah.
the us all the time. You want to go
You
back
know,
home and
women
have somebody
love
that
the
you can
fact
lean on.
that men thrive and they become the best version of themselves through going through fire, going through difficult moments. That's what that's what forms you as a man. Like it builds your strength of character. But as women, I
Yeah.
understand the fact that I don't want any of my sisters, I don't want anybody, any female around me now that is a reasonable person to go through any difficult moment. But if they decide to go down that road, they have to learn the lesson the hard way. Like that's just the way life is, unfortunately. It's sad.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my take on it. Anyway. I don't have much to say. So hopefully
So
she finds
everybody,
the she gets
try
a
to
role that
get with your
fits her.
partner and act like someone that has sense. Don't go and be deceiving yourself or anything like that, because most of them self that do all these things, they don't regret it early enough. They regret it later in life when
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's just even me as a guy, I don't want to ever be alone throughout my entire life. So talk less of a woman now, for example. Like, come on. It's not a way to live. Well, she has learnt her lesson, and to each their own. Aluta continua. Make she continue the also our fifth position. Person wey no wan become madam go support. Go support from behind. And a rich man definitely
She's
should
being
be fine like
realistic.
that.
I think she's being realistic with her age and everything. That to be first wife at this age is
Exactly. Assuming there's a boss man and there's a boss chick now, two of them on the same level. Do you not think that the boss chick or the man, two of them, they won't want to settle for each other now? The man will go for someone with more innocence, less baggage, less everything.
Exactly.
So he doesn't want. He
And
won't
then
want
you have to look at the pregnancy factor too. The ability
sure
to
the
give birth.
fertility.
She's extremely close to menopause.
Yeah. And for someone that is just building his own legacy and empire, you need proteges, you need offspring,
Exactly.
you need progenies and all of that. So
Our most likely bets might be, well, she might even get a younger guy, but maybe that younger guy should not be richer than her. Might be looking to use her for
sure,
money.
but the
because she's quite
the
successful.
truth is she will always be insecure. Knowing as women are, she will always be insecure because she will be scared this guy will opt for someone else or might opt for someone else. Because she will be competing with the younger versions of herself now. Do you get?
Oh, that's true. Actually,
Gen
that's
Z
true.
baddies. How can she keep up with all these Gen Z baddies? It's not possible
And
now.
it can't be a baddie. She might try and be a baddie even till 50. You don't know.
Yeah, sure. She can be a baddie with all
You
the
really don't know.
all the fashion and everything, and she lives the best of life.
She can go
That
for
is
surgery.
quite
She
true.
has money now. She can go for surgery.
She can go
and
for
everything.
surgery.
Let's-
Yeah.
all those surgery were not looking good on her for crying out loud. All those BBLs or something, it was horrific that time. I know I saw some videos.
Yeah, people were trolling her. It was quite sad.
They
It
are
was
looking
quite
like some
sad.
coconut gash or something. Like it was not.
My guy.
At least it's-
As in, but the thing is that the funny
was-
thing about it is
that
that
was-
despite all she did, she knows this same man. No. Despite all the money and all the yash, she knows this same man.
I would say she do. I would say she don't see man. I would say she don't see marriage because I think man and marriage
Sure.
are two different
Sure.
things.
Person go want sample am now, but they go just eat and run now. Straight up, nobody get time for. And she done the near grammar like this. So within 10 years, you get her age mates wey be say go don become grammar sef. Na so life be. Because any person wey born for 25 years, wey her pikin come grow for 25 years, or marry for 24, fit born by 25.
Can be a grammar, yeah.
Exactly. So she don dey enter
Can be
grammar
grammar,
status.
Yeah.
She sef know say na grammar status she dey go, so God dey. So I guess we just wrap it up. Let us know what you think in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. I don't say that as often as I can, so peace out. Let's know what you think in the comments. Bye.